your school, your community, and most of all from yourself. What do you think you need from yourself? We're not going to hold you along today, but it's very important that we hear from our young people. Let me frame this a little bit more. One of the things that I know I've talked to Mosley about several times, I've talked to Brooks about it a few times as well, is it's impossible for the city of East St. Louis to miss in redeveloping itself if we bring along this generation of folks. Doing good things, learning how to grow, learning how to think, learning how to express yourself, and learning how to be major contributors to our society. People can do something. People feel good about themselves. But on the flip side of the coin, it's impossible for us to develop ourselves as a community if we don't bring you along. We're going to miss the boat. You all are the most important people and the most important reasons that any of us exist. Those of us who are in government trying to help rebuild the city. We can't do it without doing everything we can to support everybody like Vincent Langford, who is into the spoken word, who's looking to establish a career in writing and creating more spoken word. How many people here want to be a professional football player? Okay? How many people here want to be a police officer? How many want to be a professional basketball player? How many want to be an engineer? How many want to be a teacher? Okay? How many want to be a nurse?
And men can be nurses too. A lot of men is nurses, and they do money doing it.
Yep. I ask you those questions because there are people in this city who are those things. There are people from this city who are those things, who can be partnered with you to help you get where you want to go. And for those who raise their hands saying, I want to be a professional football player, you know that we have a Hall of Fame tight end by the name of Helen Winslow, who is from the city. How many of you knew that name before? You did. You knew that too? That's good. You didn't know, but it's very, very easy for us to connect you to somebody who's next to him. Hall of Fame means the best of the best who have ever played. From right here in East St. Louis. How many of you have heard the name Johnny Pope or Eric Wright? You heard that name? What did he do? Can you tell us about him? Yes, that's right. You heard it. Vincent. Eric Wright has 4 Super Bowl rings. And he went to the University of Missouri. He was there from 77 to 81. 4 Super Bowl rings. So he was part of the best team for that year in the world. He went to Super Bowl. 4. Not just went through them, won them. Okay? I asked you that because I'm trying to see what it is that you want to do. For those who came with Mr. Mosley today, what is it that you were coming to, and what are your questions? You said you have a lot of questions, a lot of good conversation going. Let's talk about those questions. Go ahead, Mr. Mosley.
Yeah, I was thinking, Steve backing up the back of you guys building. You guys can have to work in the building. Basketball players, special players. How many people know about the marriage? Marriage? You know about last week. I know about that. So, when it comes to marriage, being in America, you should do this by the same amount. Kind of really unwrapping for a president by the same move. So I think we have a relationship. Everything, the items, nice stuff, those that use the United States, if something's trying to pass it over, or if you put trying to pass it, if you want to see the state of it, but it's going to be a fight, it's diagram, because it's challenge. Challenge is railroad. I know they live. So they look basically back, or something like that. Put them on the spot, sir. Put them on the spot. You got it? I'm on oh, but I asked that just and I'm going to raise that question because you said engineering. How many people play a PSC? You have any PSC? You have any design to do things that they do in the place? So, if they want to ride on it, playing right around it, playing it all day long. So, when we come up with that, you got all day, you definitely got all day. So, I think we did my first one.
I love it. I love it. That's a good way. Everybody understands what it means to be a complete, right? Does everybody understand what a nurse or a doctor is? What it can, for those who say yes, what can it do? Right? Save people's lives. What else can they do? Yes, sir. Not a nurse or a doctor. And that goes back to what this Mosley was asking about, which is the engineer. That we represent. Which state? Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yes, sir. Okay, what? Change the technique. Very good point. Anybody else? Very good point. Okay? Y'all are on top of it. So, I'm glad you mostly brought that up because a lot of times you don't look at those things that are non-professional athletes, non-entertainers, as being good careers. Yes, sir? Like what? Like a wrestler. Somebody in here might decide you want to be a professional wrestler. But Mr. Hampton in this room, you know that Mr. Hampton was a government official of the Scott Air Force Base for 29 years. Now, made a good living and did a lot of things that helped this country's security for a number of years. Did a number of things that helped this country's communication system for a number of years. You know, if it hadn't been Mr. Hampton, you probably wouldn't be able to use phones like you can today. How many people think the phone is important? Okay. Just trying to make sure that you know there are a lot of things that people do every day that make a significant difference. Everybody's not going to be like Adam Wainwright, striking out all the Pittsburgh Pirates. And winning the Cardinals, the National League Divisional Series, taking to the National League Championship Series. But you can make a difference, and you can make a living with what you do. Taylor, how are you doing?
How you doing, man?
Good. Got three young gentlemen with you, I see. Aiden Bush and young lady there. Y'all might even have a seat.
I'm here.
Come up front with that. I have Mr. Mosley to somebody hang with you. I think that y'all need to come up front and make sure that communicating to the body. Yeah. You got to let you go out and stay right there. Ms. Mosley, you stay up front? Okay. Yes, so you two know we're asking the same question. All right. Hey, Vera, how you doing? You doing great? We are asking the question, what do you need and want from your parents, from school, from the community, and from yourself? Now, let's go back to what do you want from your parents and the community? That's a good answer. She said money. I'm going to ask you to elaborate. What do you mean by money? I understand. Now, what do you need cash for? Okay? Okay. So you want to go buy it yourself? And how old are you? Okay. I understand now. I understand. You want to be able to have that independence. The money brings. Okay. Anybody else? I'm going to come back to you though. I'm going to throw some things back in your lap. Anybody else? You're 18. Do you think your parents should simply hand you the money? Or the community should simply hand you the money? Okay, tell me a little bit more about that money thing then. Okay? Do you have a job? Okay, would you like to have a job? Okay, are you in college now? Are you still in high school? You graduated high school, but you are not quite in college yet. Okay. What are you going to do? And I don't mean to put you on the spot, but what are you going to do to prepare yourself for the job that you want? That you want money. What are you going to do? Okay. You have any idea what kind of preparation you think you want for your job?
I'm pretty good at right now. I'm not saying that I'm going to do it good. I'm giving away the free iPad computer. I'm an active computer, so I know what I'm doing when you do it for real. I want to do another involved like cooking, like computers, stuff like that.
Okay. Do you think that you want to go in child care? You want to be a teacher? Okay. Okay. Now this is helpful. I'm trying to get an idea what it is that you're looking for. Okay. I was pretty sad and I think that I never want to compete because they just get it for that. What's going to do that? Okay, I'm an artist, but it's an artist. I'm this guy. So right now I'm saying, what do you want? What do you think about designing the program for the kids? Maybe like, doing video plays, I think that's it's like when you go to elementary school, it's like one high school, they have somebody that designs everything that each child for each school. And it's perfect over the whole school design.
that they see that get a type of nutrition, everything that we try to get. We think about that design and food so much for food or business or.
See, what I like about what you said is that you want to create something. You want to come up with something and considering your art and considering what Mosley talked about before and then what Brooks talked about, you can actually create something that no one has ever created before. You can actually create something that's a whole new dish. Have you ever seen those cookie channels? They're coming out with dishes all the time. Those people are being paid big money. One thing about it, for as long as you live, will you to eat. So people who can cook, those top-notch chefs, are people who can make some very good money.
Also, if you look on the website, Let's Move, which is headed up by President Obama's wife, that's on the moving and racial way, and she had a food service at elementary school, and then she had to clean up and cook herself. They had their own food that they prepared for the kids, and let the kids want their life, and they would help the food. So that's something that she's looking to as well. First of all, Obama looking to as well. Looking at different schools have a place to live. If you can go on Let's Move website, you can put out too.
What was anything was that? That's the question I'm going to do. Everybody, I start selling.
One of my first full-time jobs was sales rep too. And so doing a lot of selling for a company called Procter & Gamble, selling Tide and Dawn district with past-in what detergent. All right.
Townhall for the youth, because this is time for young ladies and lots of young youth that are out of school, but it's still that session that we must provide. and to give them an opportunity and that safe haven where they can explore what those options are, what kind of jobs are there, and that program that you can take. You can take the first step, and that's going to be like asking as a grassroots organization. Because you know that is one way that you get that and actually correspond. So they're not just out there just for them to set their thumb or doing very good accounts for that. She's now doing something really good, helping to make sure that these children are tied into the technology. The fact that
I go back to the first point, money. If anybody who doesn't think they need money, and anybody who doesn't think they need money. Okay. So, I want to hear a little bit more about how you plan on making a little bit of money, or a lot of bit of money. What do you think you want to do? Yes, ma'am. And what's your name? And how old are you? Okay. Where are you from? What do you think you want to do to make money? We need some economic development, Mr. Hampton. That's what she's telling us we need. We need some commerce. I like that topic. Okay. Let's get a little bit more on that. All right. She wants some commerce. Now, you want commerce and you want to be a nurse. Tell me how you think they get together, and then I'm going to give you my take on how they get together. You didn't think we were going to bring you here and not let you tell us how you think, right? How does that fit together? Anybody else? How does it fit together? This is what do you think? How does that all fit together? Her being a nurse and the need for commerce. I'll take one of the adults. Ms. Jones, how do you think that all fits together?
Well, nursing, hospital, more jobs, healthcare, all those together. We always need nurse. We know the hospital closed down in the area, so I can just see more business, more productivity coming. So it all goes together. The more jobs that are here, the more people that are trained, the more jobs that become available.
That's an excellent explanation. I'm going to take your point a step further. The more jobs that are here, the more we will attract people who want to be here. People feel as if they can make a living. They will be here making that living. That's the first part of it. When they are here, from time to time, everybody stubs the toe. Everybody has stomachache. Everybody has the flu. At that time, those people need medical attention. So there is a need for a nurse. And therefore, there's a need for you. That's how it all fits. It all comes together. And just so you know, for those who are very interested in economic development, we are talking with some people right now. I was in San Diego, California, earlier this week, talking with some people about the commerce for the city. So they were talking more housing. But a very big part of what we need to do also is provide housing so that people will say, okay, I see a lot of people here. Now I want to put my retail shop here, my clothing shop, my grocery store, my other kind of shop that I think people will want to go to. That's a very big part of how you make the community go and make you being a nurse something that's really worth your while. We got to have people here to draw from to make nursing a positive thing for you. Yes, sir. I missed the last part of what you said. And one of the other parts of why nursing is a great career is that we have a population that is getting older and older. By the year 2050, and many of you are 45, 50, 60 years old, there will be a lot of people. In fact, they say the population will be, population of people who are over the age of 65 will double by the year 2050. People who are that old need a lot more medical attention as the body starts to break down. So, her wanting to be a nurse bodes well for her. Yes, ma'am? Well, without going all the way into it, one of the things that's changed is people don't feel a need to have overnight stays in hospitals as much as they once did. But that doesn't stop the need for nursing. The need for the medical attention is still there. I'm sorry? Yes. They stopped it. Well, we lost the hospital right over here on 8th Street. Despite all the efforts to try to keep that hospital, we lost the hospital. The effect of it, it was not a positive. One of the big negatives is that the people who live in East St. Louis and around East St. Louis now have to go to either Belleville or St. Louis, some go out to Centerville to get medical attention, as opposed to being able to go to a hospital right in their own city. If there's an accident on the highway system and they have to carry a person to the hospital, they're not able to get to the hospital as quickly because that one is closed. So that's the effect. Gentlemen, how y'all doing? How you doing? Good. So the essence of it, though, is that with the nursing career, that's a very positive career because there will always be people who need nursing attention. Other questions? Yes, sir. What is the difference? Does everybody know the difference between a job and a career? Nope. There's some people who don't. Mariah, take a stab at it. What is a job versus a career? Now, there is a difference. It's mostly what I'm you. Enlighten them.
Now is something that is kind of career is something that is likely less now. It's going to last more than 30 months or something like that. But now in this case,
Because I'm trying to open what, I'm trying to everybody where we want to be. That certain people, do it all the time. Okay, I think it's more than what we got to learn from the basics. The few people that go like 45 years old, I guess it's got all my life. I'm just saying the first people. So when I go back to other things, I like to go for it, that's my mother, all the time, never people. So I gotta find a grip, so I don't know.
Let me switch gears, because I'm not going to get started. Yes, sir. Now, let me switch gears. I'm going to switch to another subject. In the room right now, we have three different groups of people who are doing different things with young people on a regular basis. There's Mosley, 15, the folks working with Steve Rowley. There's Ms. Jones back there. There's a lot of the neighborhood house. And there's Brown Center with Ms. Taylor and Ms. Bush to do a lot of community solutions, sustainable solutions. For a lot of that is young people, a lot of young people. You all feel that we have enough activity for young people in this community? No. Too many bars. Okay? Who else doesn't feel as if we have enough young people? Okay? Ryan, why do you say not enough? Why do you say we have not enough? Not enough. Who else said not enough? I heard a lot of no's.
Mr. Mayor, I would like to ask a question to the office. To coincide with you just asked.
Okay.
Let me ask everybody here, what would you like to see more of within your community, your neighborhood, your house, complex, wherever you stand? What would you like to see more of?
Okay.
Whoever want to go ahead and put it
Right here.
Not all part of your home, but I can take in
Okay.
So I like what you're saying, but the everyday things and stuff like that. You have manager on staff, not as much as you should.
Okay.
And it's like a person has invested in your homework and play and do all the
So, like more after school programs with different safe haven. Okay, I want to ask another quick question. Or anybody else want to say something?
Let me get an answer from this gentleman, good lady, this gentleman. Over to you. You heard the question. What would you like to see this young people?
More force.
Okay.
I want everybody to know that they I want everybody
What kind of place is it? Is that for children? More candy.
Okay.
Candy is always
Okay.
What about you guys over here? What would you all like to see more of your neighborhood, your community, at your school, after school? What's out there? Anybody? Nobody? What you say? Stand up and say. What would you like to see?
I think they have something there. What would you like to see?